In this section, I'm gonna create a project and introduce the TypeScript, define the compiler options. Also, I'm gonna talk about TypeScript configuration file, how to debug your TypeScript code. At the end, we will make a summary. Let's open the project. For every section, I have a module like that, except first and second, because they are about introduction and setup. And I have some TypeScript file and JavaScript file, like that. I will introduce everything on that file. And also I have a HTML file. You can play with the GUI also. And the TypeScript configuration file. And for now we can ignore that. Let's delete that. I will show you later. And let's create a buggy JavaScript. Let's say I want to print some names for the person. Create a function names print names and give person. And for every person I want to print their names. Let's say person, person, and let's print their names. Also .log and person .name. Yeah, now it looks fine. What is the problem with that function? The problem is that let's call this method with an integer. If you try to call with integer, it comes to here, and since this expect a list of the person, and at the runtime it will throw an exception. This is one of the problem. And let's do another example, and let's create a function, say get buggy random, and I want to print some random number and I want to give a range. Okay, here, and let's say hash floor start random and our range. Yeah, now it looks fine, but at the same time, if I say console.log and I try to print something like that, generated random, and let's say get buggy random and pass a string. Let's say hey buggy. At the runtime, this method will fail because it expects an integer or something like that. How can we solve that? Let's copy these two methods and go to the TypeScript file here and print here. Okay. First, I want to create an interface. I just ignore what is the interface. We will talk about later. And let's say name of the interface is person. Person. Yeah, because it should be a list of the person. We can do like that. We gave a person type, and now it expects a list of the person. Okay, but there is no name. Let's say name, create a property and say type is string. Okay, now it's better. You can solve this problem like that. Let's create a, go to the here. If you say print names, you see this expect a list of users, persons actually, and now we gave the integer, the compile time error. It saves us. Okay, this method is failed. Let's put something else. Let's create a function. Let's say function print result. I'm creating this function for the GUI, and I want to create a list of the person and call the method. Okay, let's say let result equals print names. It expects a list of the person, and let's create some examples. Let's say name. I want to say Rahim, and the second one say name Stephen, and the last one name say good. Okay, now we have 3 objects passed to this method, and there is no compiler error because it's okay, and we can print it. Let's go to our HTML file, and in here I create a output ID, and I want to print something here, and let's go back and let's do that. I want to say document dot get element by ID. The name is output, and let's say inner HTML, and set the text as result. Okay. It expects a string, but it returns nothing. Let's go to the here, and let's say return string. Now the compiler error occurs. We have to return something. I want to return all the objects as a string, like that. JSON not string, and I want to give all the persons. I don't want to print one by one. If you want, you can do like that also here. You can print the console also. And let's say print names, and like that. Also you can say JSON and give the same object. Same. I only want to show on the GUI. This is for that purpose. Also, I want to print same thing for the buggy JavaScript, and let's go to the here. Create a method. Let's say function print buggy, and let's say document dot get element by ID. The same. I want to say result. Let's say inner HTML equals, let's say print names and center. Yeah, it will fail somehow, but we want to test that actually. Go to the here. Okay, I want to create a button, and when we press that button, it will show us the error. Okay, let's open this section, and let's say print buggy. We have this method, and go back. Also, I want to create another method. Let's say, okay, or we can say print result. Firstly, I want to print result, and let's say intro, and the second one, let's say bug. Okay, we can do that. Let's open that file. If you want to run TypeScript file, firstly you have to add this section, your JavaScript file. But for now we don't have the JavaScript, compiled JavaScript file. What should we do? Let's open the terminal, and okay, let's make it bigger, and go to the editor and console font. Select this checkbox and make it bigger. Okay. Let's see our module. And if you want to compile a TypeScript file, you just type tsc and TypeScript file name. For now we have 00 intro. It should be TypeScript. After that, our code compiles under the JavaScript. Okay, let's open it. Now this is our TypeScript file. When it goes to here, as you see, the JavaScript file is created. And there is no interface because JavaScript doesn't support the interface. Everything is an object like here. But go back and let's test our result and just click it, open a browser. Okay, and inspect it. Go to the console. As you see, the person is not iterable. And here, okay, we try to run that one. At the same case, if you try to print something here, it will fail. And let's go back because we have I want to close that one first. Print buggy. Can say output and refresh the page, and we get the error because of that. Console, if you say, as you see, we get the same error. It's not iterable, and on the runtime we get lots of error. Okay, let's go back and close the buggy. Now we don't want to run this one. And open the others. Okay. Okay. Let's close that one. And open the browser again. Inspect. Go to the console. Generate a random undefined because we didn't get define something, and we print all the names and also as a JSON string.